Hello, this is Joe Pryor of the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City. I was reading an article the other day, and it was a wonderful article for me anyway, because I am a specialist in Oklahoma City real estate investment. And honestly, we've been one of the strongest markets in investment in the United States. And a lot of people are really ramping up purchases here right now. But this article was something from Zillow statistics around the United States. And what the article was about, where is the best place that you can go to have $100,000 in income from investments? Now, obviously, when we're talking about $100,000 a year in residential investments, you got to have at least 10 properties for that, if not more. And so we're really addressing what we call that repeat investor that's really building up a portfolio. And so what they did is they divided it into two sections. First of all, they divided one into how to get there with cash flow, and the other one is how to get there with appreciation. Now, to be honest with you, I am really a cash flow oriented person. My philosophy for the last 25 years that I've been selling investment real estate is that cash flow is real. It's immediate, it's predictable, it has metrics. Appreciation, on the other hand, is something that fluctuates. It is something that can go away as quickly as it comes. And so my bias, and maybe that's my market, but my bias is I would always buy on cash flow. I love appreciation. I think it really helps the return on investment. But what I want to tell you is that Oklahoma City was number one in terms of cash flow. We weren't number one in terms of appreciation. That was places like Los Angeles and Chicago. But guess what? Do you want to buy a $500,000 investment home? I don't think so. We're talking about here, say $150,000 investment home. And let me give you an example of a letter that I just got from a gentleman that just bought two houses from us. And it was one of the nicest, best kind of recommendation letters I've ever had. And essentially it was this. He had bought property from us 10 years ago, and he'd also bought property in Phoenix. He wanted to sell his Phoenix property and do what's called a 1031 tax-deferred exchange. That's where you take all your profit and you put it into more homes, and you don't have to pay recapture tax on the depreciation or any capital gains tax. And so he decided that his Oklahoma City experience 10 years ago from cash flow was really good. He wanted to come back here. And so what happened was we put two properties under contract for him that we closed in 29 days from the time that we put them under contract. These were new home construction properties. Now, what the letter basically said is that he took all his funds and he added $20,000 in order to buy these houses in Oklahoma City. However, he also said that the $20,000 that he had to put out extra over the 1031 profits, that was offset by the fact that I was able to get him $20,000 worth of discounts on these new homes, total in the two homes, to offset that. And making this an equal exchange now, like a 1 for 2, but with the same dollars. Here's what he said. I had a 10-year-old home in Phoenix that was making $200 a month positive cash flow. With Joe Pryor in Oklahoma City, I bought two homes, one of which was leased in 3 days from the time that it was listed for lease, which was 30 days ahead of his time or the 29 days he were ahead of the time that he closed. And the other one before he closed had two offers on it and it was leased. One moved in a day after closing, one moved in a week after closing. So instead of $200 a month positive cash flow, he now had $1,100 a month positive cash flow, which is where the article is. Roughly about $550 a house is fairly typical for the positive cash flow that you get here. So I want you to know that I love these articles. I love it what's in our favor, obviously, but I also wanted to give you that personal experience, that wonderful letter from this gentleman that said exactly what this article said. Oklahoma City, for you conservative investors who want cash flow first and foremost and appreciation as your bonus, Oklahoma City is the best place for multiple homes for the investor trying to build retirement wealth. This is Joe Pryor of the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values at the speed of technology.